Joanna Duggar. This cry is like a happy cry. She and her new husband are awaiting the arrival of the new baby. But why did Joanna Duggar get married again and have a new baby? Let's try to know everything briefly in today's video. But before that, I want to tell you one more thing. Jessiah Duggar and her husband Jeremy Vuolo recently shared insights into the wedding of Jason Duggar and Maddie Grace Jones on their podcast. Their discussion quickly evolved into a lighthearted prediction of which Duggar sibling might be the next to tie the knot. With only 6 unmarried siblings remaining, just 3 of whom are adults, Jessiah and Jeremy speculated that James Duggar might be next. However, Jessiah also mentioned her younger sister Johanna as a potential candidate. The conversation also took a surprising turn when Jessiah reminded Jeremy of the age of their oldest niece, Mackenzie Duggar, who is now 15. Jeremy was taken aback, having not seen Josh and Anna Duggar's children regularly, and hadn't realized how quickly they were growing up. Jessiah hinted that it might not be long before nieces like Mackenzie could be considering marriage, given the large age gaps between the Duggar siblings. In a related update, Jessiah and Jeremy are expecting their 3rd child, having announced the pregnancy shortly after Jana Duggar's wedding in August. While they've kept the baby's gender under wraps, Jessiah hinted that it might be a boy this time. Their new addition is expected in March, joining what's anticipated to be a Duggar baby boom for 2025. With 2 recent weddings and a history of honeymoon babies in the Duggar family, it wouldn't be surprising if more pregnancy announcements followed soon. Fans are eager to see what the future holds for this expanding family. Jason Duggar recently became the latest member of the Duggar family to get married. Fans of the Duggar clan had suspected an engagement might be near when he went Instagram official with his girlfriend, Maddie Grace Jones, a few months prior. Jason's public affection for Maddie surprised some followers, as it seemed to bend the family's strict courtship rules set by parents Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. However, fans were thrilled to see Jason and Maddie prioritize their happiness and shared excitement over the more traditional expectations. Their lavish fall wedding took place in early October at the estate at Sweetwater Creek in Newport, Tennessee, Maddie's home state. The scenic mountain setting hosted around 300 guests who participated in a special ring-warming ceremony, where attendees prayed over the couple's rings before they exchanged them. Jessiah Duggar, Jason's sister, shared details of the beautiful event on her podcast but mentioned one unexpected element, the mostly empty dance floor. On her podcast, Jessiah revealed that while the celebration was full of joy, the dance floor saw little action. Jeremy Vuolo, Jessiah's husband, explained that despite a DJ playing popular songs like Cha-Cha Slide and a YMCA, very few guests joined in, mostly sticking to songs with guided dance moves. Curious, Jeremy approached the DJ and explained that the Duggars didn't typically dance, and it was the first time a dance floor had been included at a family wedding. The DJ, unaware of the family's tradition, laughed it off, calling the experience wild. For fans, Jason and Maddie's wedding marks a new chapter, showing how some Duggar family members continue to shape their own traditions while staying connected to their roots. Over the years, Duggar fans have witnessed significant changes in the family dynamic. Once big stars on TLC for their IBLP lifestyle and conservative beliefs, the family's image shifted dramatically after Josh Duggar's legal troubles and subsequent jail sentence. Many followers began questioning the family's values and practices. Some Duggar siblings, like Jessiah, have openly discussed the challenges of growing up with strict guidelines and even wrote about them. Joanna Duggar, too, has recently spoken out about her own experiences with their family's rules. On a recent podcast, Joanna shared how questioning her faith and upbringing has led her to reevaluate certain aspects of her family's beliefs. In particular, she recalled her frustration with the courting checklist her father, Jim Bob, imposed on all potential partners. The checklist covered everything from financial stability to religious beliefs, and even arrest records. Joanna's husband, Austin Forsyth, found the questions overly intrusive, and she agreed, saying she doesn't dislike the idea but would adjust some items on it. During the interview, Joanna shared an emotional story from her courtship with Austin. When he was involved in a severe truck accident and nearly lost his life, she was desperate to see him. While courting, Duggar couples are required to have chaperones at all times and follow strict physical boundaries. Joanna hugged Austin and held his arm for around 10 to 15 minutes, overwhelmed with relief that he was okay. However, her brother noticed and reported the hug to Jim Bob, who was unhappy about the breach of courtship rules. Fans expressed frustration over Jim Bob's reaction, especially given Austin's life-threatening accident. Many felt that compassion should have outweighed the rules in that moment. Although Joanna and Austin recounted the story lightheartedly, fans voiced their disappointment in the strict rules, saying they lacked empathy and flexibility. At 30, Jinger Duggar Vuolo has found a heartfelt way to announce that she and husband Jeremy Vuolo are expecting their third child. The surprise came while her mother, Michelle Duggar, and sisters were in Los Angeles celebrating Jana Duggar's bachelorette weekend. In an October 25 interview with People, Jinger explained how the moment unfolded. "They had a big hot tub, and they were like, 'We're all going to enjoy the hot tub later,'" she said, explaining that her family teased, "unless anyone has news to share." Aware that pregnancy typically means avoiding hot tubs. Although Jinger didn't initially reveal her news, she texted Jeremy shortly after, asking if she should. He encouraged her, saying, "Of course. That's so special. They're all there together." When her family was getting into the hot tub, Jinger stayed on the edge. After prompting, she finally hinted, "Well, I guess you shouldn't if you're pregnant, right?" The revelation left her family stunned and thrilled, giving them a special moment together. Jinger's older sister, Jessa Duggar Seawald, was also involved in the pregnancy surprise. She was the first to find out the baby's gender after receiving the blood test results on Jinger's behalf. "She sent us a package with a little outfit that revealed the gender," Jinger shared, adding, "It was so sweet to find out together." Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar, Jinger's parents, have become grandparents to 28 grandchildren from their 19 children. They met in high school, began dating soon after, and married young, with Michelle at 17 and Jim Bob at 19. Over time, their family life, conservative values, and large brood became the subject of TLC's hit series 19 Kids and Counting. Jim Bob, a former Arkansas state legislator, has always been an active conservative, which earned both supporters and critics. A 2014 robocall Michelle recorded opposing a non-discrimination ordinance stirred controversy, eventually leading to a Change.org petition that led to the show's cancellation. The Duggar family has since navigated both public scrutiny and internal challenges. Their eldest son, Josh, faced severe allegations, which deeply affected the family. He was ultimately convicted on child pornography charges and sentenced to over a decade in prison.